Every time Pokemon fans get into the speculation of what to expect from the next generation of Pokemon, or talk about what they want to see in the next generation of Pokemon, one topic is sure to come up: new dual typings. Throughout the 7 generations of Pokemon, there have been 18 single types, and by pairing them up to one another, there are a possible 171 unique combinations. And of those 171, 146 have been used, leaving 25 unused dual typings in the Pokemon universe. And in this video, we're going to be talking about 13 of those 25 unused typings, and what kind of Pokemon we hope to see with those typings in Generation 8. But of course, since we're only covering half the list in this video, you already know that I'm not alone. So joining me today, we have MysticUmbreon.
Hey guys, MysticUmbreon here. And yeah, as Hybrid said, there is still 25 unused typings that are still left to be used. With Generation 8, I hope that more of these spots get filled up. Essentially today, we are spotlighting a lot of those typings that need to be filled, and we actually do this on my channel too, where there are more typings that still need to be used. So if you guys want to see more typings, be sure to check out my video in the iCard or in the description below. Not only are we talking about the typings themselves though, we are also showing off some really cool Fakemon designs made by Really Dark and Windy to go along with these unused typings. These Pokemon are 100% made by him and are amazing. So if you guys like Fakemons, go check out his work in the description as well.
If you guys do enjoy today's video, be sure to hero punch that like button. If you don't, hit that dislike button. Let me know how you feel. Comment down below your thoughts and opinions. What unused dual typings do you hope to see in the 8th generation of Pokemon? And what kind of Pokemon do you hope to see with them? Let me know. Share the video if you want to help support the channel. And finally, subscribe to both of our channels if you want to stay up to date with all our content. Now, let's get started with the list. Normal and Ice. I can already see the fist coming in to destroy this typing. But then again, with such a cute Pokemon like Tuscaria, is anyone really gonna try and punch it? I mean, come on, just look at that happy face. Defensively, both Normal and Ice are pretty weak types, as Normal has no resistances, but an immunity to Ghost. Ice has no immunities, but a resistance to, well, Ice. It's weak to Rock, Steel, and Fire, and as I mentioned earlier, it's quad weak to fighting. So, it's pretty obvious why Game Freak hasn't made a Pokemon for this typing yet. But the great thing about having a Pokemon like Tuscaria for this typing is that it doesn't need to do well in battle. It can just sit there and be cute. This design is based off the Koipu, also known as the Nurtria, which is a large herbivorous rodent from South America. It's been given a large tusk to make it more fitting for Arctic climates, and it makes it a lot more adorable too.
I love Butterfly and Moth based Pokemon, as Butterfree is in my top 5 favorites, and the fact that this Pokemon is an Ice Moth makes it so cool. We'll call this Ice Moth, Himalayoth. Now this Pokemon would have a lot of weaknesses due to its typing, and Stealth Rocks wouldn't be great for this Pokemon either. But come on, look at this design, and with Italy being possibly a region for Generation 8, Himalayoth could be found in the cold mountain areas. It would be great to see this elegant Pokemon at contest dancing across the stage using its ice to reflect light. Ice and Bug needs to be a typing. Let's step on it, Game Freak.
Normal and Steel. By this point, you know the drill. Has all the strengths and weaknesses of a Steel type with the added Ghost immunity and buffs up the fighting weakness. But the thing here is, I don't think there's an actual Pokemon that fits this type, as most of the Steel type Pokemon are made completely out of Steel or have other types that fit it better. But this typing fits Torpedo so well. Being based off of a porcupine makes it fit the normal type as it's an actual animal, and then by turning the quills on the porcupine's back to spike like torpedoes is a genius way of implementing the Steel type. At this point, I don't know how Dark and Windy isn't working at Game Freak.
Dark and Windy, you're a great guy, but this name, terrible? Come on. I mean, I love this design, and you know what, heck, I love this name, and I can't hate you for it. It's not that terrible. Alright, I'll stop. So this Pokemon is fighting and ground type. It's a bull, has powerful feet, and it's bipedal. I think it's a perfect fit for a fighting bull. It's got a weakness to flying, ice, water, grass, and a few others. But I can see it getting the elemental punches and maybe even some elemental kicks if they decide to implement those in the future. I think it would be cool too if we could get a ground type kick or a punch. If the Generation 8 region was based around Spain too, that would be great for Terrible since Spain is primarily known for their bulls.
You've all heard their age-old saying, opposites attract. But that seems a little too hard to imagine with the dual typing of Fire and Ice. Well, leave it up to Really Dark and Windy to come up with the solution. Bibidon is based off the longest Quema, which is an extinct reptile, but rather than keep the structures on its back the same, Really Dark and Windy decided to turn it into a prism made out of ice that absorbs heat and gives off the appearance of a circumhorizontal arc, or in other words, a fire rainbow. Pure genius. Offensively, having stab, fire, and ice moves would be great, but defensively, the typing itself isn't all too great, as it's weak to fighting, ground, and water, while being 4 times weak to rock, and it's resistant to bug, grass, and fairy, while being quad resistant to ice. But with a concept and design like this one, weaknesses and resistances don't really matter too much. And hey, who wouldn't want to have stab flamethrower and stab ice beam?
So this is a typing that gets me super excited, Steel and Poison. I know this is going to be 4 times weak to ground, but this is a type I would actually really like to see. And Murkroth from Dark and Windy is amazing. I love how this Fakemon looks like an alien like Behem, and it looks just so squishy. I think this will be a great Pokemon. Maybe have Uracream, its unevolved form, come from outer space like LGM. Because of that, you can find it in a place like Celestial Tower. I also feel like there could be a cool dual type Steel Poison using the cannon on its arms.
You guys have no idea how much I want the Dark Electric typing. It's a shame that we missed out this typing with Luxray, but boy, if we have a Pokemon like Ciachuraro, there's no way we can miss out on this typing. Dark and Electric is a pretty good typing, as it's resistant to Flying, Electric, Ghost, Dark, and Steel, while being weak to Fighting, Ground, Fairy, and Bug. But it has a Psychic type immunity as well, so it's got more pros than cons. But just think about the possible designs for a Pokemon that we can get with this typing. Ciachuraro is a perfect example of what I mean. It's based on the Jaguarundi and the 7 deadly sins, and the hatred and sin in its body is what causes its fur to radiate and change colors. I know it's all about hatred and sin, and if I really do love it, I probably shouldn't want all that hatred and sin in its body, but man, so beautiful. If you guys couldn't tell already how I'm gassing it and how it's on the thumbnail, this Pokemon is my favorite out of the bunch. Take notes, Game Freak, take notes.
This is a typing we should have had with Flygon, but we really do need a Dragon Bug Pokemon, and we need something cool, something that is sleek, something like Carmlash. I love this design because it not only looks like a bug and it totally looks like a dragon, this could be a late stage pseudo-legendary Pokemon, so we finally get the bug dragon we all want. I would love to have this Pokemon on my team. I want this Pokemon so much, and to be honest, it would actually make up for Ken Sugimori's writer's block for Mega Flygon. But we can just hope that this typing of dragon and bug will come for Generation 8, and Flygon, I'm sorry buddy, if you ever get a Mega Evolution, that would be great, but if we got a new dragon bug typing, that would be cool as well.
One little look at this guy, and you can get a good idea of what its typing is. Poison and Psychic is a typing that's weak to Ground, Dark, and Ghost, while resisting Poison, Grass, and Fairy, while being quad resistant to Fighting. And with Stab, Psychic, and Sludge Wave, it's bound to deal a good amount of damage as well. Delistan here is based off the Luristan Newt, and its name is a combination of the Luristan Newt and Psychedelic, cause, you know, it's a pretty trippy Pokemon. Literally, there's no better kind of Pokemon to represent the Poison and Psychic type than a psychedelic Pokemon. But I don't know if Game Freak would be up to promote a Pokemon like that. Then again, if they made a Alolan Mucka thing, they probably don't care too much.
Another type I really want is Poison and Fairy, and I feel that Wicket fits the bill. This cute witch cat would be a perfect fit into the Pokemon world. I would love to see it in maybe like a playful town messing with people, and that how we first hear about this possible Generation 8 Pokemon is through its mischievous deeds and other kinds of stuff that it does. With this typing, we lose the weakness to Poison, making this Pokemon even stronger. This could be a Dragon Star Pokemon with its Fairy typing and can give neutral damage to Bug types. I could see this as a mascot for a gym too, which would be great because we could have another Poison gym since we've only had 3 out of all the Pokemon games.
You know what typing represents dead Pokemon? The Ghost type. And you know what type represents extinct Pokemon? The Rock type. And you know what typing would be super cool for an ancient Pokemon that went extinct to come back and haunt the Pokemon world? That's right, the Rock and Ghost type. And with a design like Wassapex, why wouldn't you take advantage of this typing? Really? Any Pokemon that's gone extinct can come back as a ghost and gain this typing, but an extinct elephant species like Wassapex would be amazing. After all, I'm sure that Donphan would love to see its cousin again. Although, Wassapex would have to steer away from 6 different types if it doesn't want to die again. That being Ghost, Ground, Steel, Water, Grass, and Dark. But it can walk through Flying, Bug, and Fire, trample through Poison, and go completely untouched by Normal and Fighting. Not a bad typing at all. and a great designed Pokemon is here to go with the typing.
We sometimes find bugs in caves, and yet we have yet to find a real bug dark type yet. And personally, I think it's time to get one. I really like Deerwig and its pre-evolution Herwig, also done by Dark and Windy, really fits the bill. I can see the player finding Herwig in a dark cave, and when we finally get it to level 15, we can only evolve it at night, giving its dark typing. With its pincers, it really does look like a dark type, and I feel that we could get a unique bug dark type move. This could be a Pokemon that the evil team uses. Maybe all the grunts will have Herwig, and some of the admins could have Deerwig or even the leader. It's totally possible, and I really would love to see a bug and dark type Pokemon.
The dark and fairy types may kind of seem like opposites, but they can work pretty well together if done right. Similar to Tara from Mystic's video, Aggressive over here perfectly shows off both the dark and fairy types, as he's a pretty aggressive ogre. Ogres originating from fairy tales and associating the dark type to aggression and mixing it all up into one great Pokemon, and one with a good typing as well. It's weak to poison, steel, and fairy, while resisting ghost, quad resisting dark, and being completely immune to both psychic and dragon. With the right ability, I can see a Pokemon of this typing being a huge threat in normal and competitive play. And if it's a Pokemon like Aggressive, you better be ready or else it's gonna clobber ya. And there we have it, guys. All 25 unused dual typings in Pokemon. Huge thanks to MysticUmbreon for working on this collab with me. If for whatever reason you haven't seen this part by now, be sure to go check it out. And if you're new here and or came from Mystic's channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad you're here. I hope that you stick around. I cover theories, top 10s, and a variety of other good stuff on the channel, so I'm sure you'll find something that interests you. Thanks for watching, guys. We hope you enjoyed. Take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the next video, alright? Later.